You've said that 154 is a poppin' division. It certainly is. Deep, really 1 to 15. If you could move up next year and challenge anybody, who would it be?
Anybody at 154, anybody with a name. I want to be undisputed at 54. You know, if these guys playing around and I can't get a top name, I'm going to 54. You know, I think I'll be way comfortable, way better.
Jaron Ennis reveals his shape ahead of his fight with Eimantas Stanionis. Is Jaron Ennis weight drained? It's your boy, Mr. 926, a.k.a. Bushido the Dragon, a.k.a. the Black Mage, a.k.a. I could just do this all day, the two-time Eimantas champion of the world.
Get the lights up.
Check it out, man. Jaron Ennis squares off against Eimantas Stanionis this upcoming Saturday. But Jaron Ennis, one thing that I mentioned going into this fight, I like to see how Ennis look fight week. Because in the past, or should I say Jaron Ennis' most recent fight, he questioned if he should even stay at 47, right? But then he decided to stay at 47 and go for a unification with Stanionis. But Jaron Ennis questioned, should he stay at 47? He questioned that for a reason. Because he knew that his time at 147 was coming to a close. But as you can see on the screen, Jaron Ennis fight week reveal. I mean, he's looking skinny. He's looking weight drained. He's looking very dry. He's looking gaunt. I mean, luckily for him, right, there isn't the 10-pound rehydration clause that IBF usually implement on their world title fights. I'd be interested to see how Stanionis looks as well. But Jaron Ennis is somebody that was always told to be a big welterweight. Even when he first came on the scene, he was considered a big welterweight. Fast forward some years, he's still at welterweight. Totally different division than what it was back in those days, but he's still here. And now it's looking like his time is near at 147. I mean, we've seen this before where guys come on the scales, they look like Skeletor, they look skinny as hell, but then they get out there and still perform. So that may be the case for Jaron Ennis. He may get out there and still perform. However, Jaron Ennis, like I mentioned, was a big welterweight ever since he came on the scene. Guys calling him a weight bully and all these other different things. So, be interesting to see how this thing looks, how this fight plays out. You know, when you dehydrated like that, for the guys who don't know, you have no liquid in your body, let alone your brain. So it's easier for you to get knocked out when you dehydrate yourself. Not to mention, since you're dehydrating yourself, you're taking everything out of yourself, right? So, yeah, cutting weight and stuff is not necessarily really a good thing, but it's something that kind of has to happen in order for these fighters to fight each other. But Jaron Ennis, man, he looks pretty weight drained. I'd be lying to you if I said he didn't. If somebody told you that he didn't look weight drained, they lying. Because he does. If you've been watching boxing, if you know how fighters look during fight week, sometimes fighters tend to look like this, right? But in the past couple of fights, or should I say past few fights, Jaron Ennis has been looking like this. One would question, how would this affect his performance? But yeah, Jaron Ennis reveals his fight week shape. Is Jaron Ennis weight drained? Tell me what you guys think. Like, subscribe, holler at your boy. Peace out.